Hey everyone, Eliception here. Welcome to Stand Powers, the game where basically everything in the game has a TOD combo. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. So today I'm gonna be touching on some things I like about the game and some things that I don't. Originally I was going to make a showcase of everything in the game, but yeah, this game gets updated way too much for me to do that. Speaking of which, first pro about this game is that it gets updated very frequently. The updates have died down a little since the peak a few weeks ago, but there used to be updates nearly every day. And even now, we still usually get weekly updates with at least something new or changed. And when Stand Powers does give us new content, oh boy, it's really good. It's usually packed with so much detail and love, and it's really cool. I'll play a few cutscenes for you now, just so you understand what I mean by this game's very good quality. You can tell the devs want this game to be good, and there's constant feedback and balancing going on. You can go in the Discord server, join their polls, you can give them suggestions. It's great. They listen, you know. The movesets feel clean and polished, the movement is really good. Overall, the game just really feels good to play. And on top of all of this, the game is super unique because it wants to focus on mostly using Part 7 and 8 stands, and it's so refreshing to not get Star Platinum Part 3 in the world for the 56th time in a row. I'm tired of playing these stands. Please give me something else. So this gives us a lot of unique things that you won't find in most games. Like, you have Ball Breaker, you have Nut King Call, just as a few examples for stands that don't normally get added into games. And while this is all well and good, this is gonna be where my problems start. It feels like the devs wanted to make everything just as good as possible, and everything has like a million combo extenders, and it just leads to everything having a TOD combo or an infinite combo. And normally, you wouldn't think this is a problem because every stand has a combo escape. Unless you're using Main Heaven, I mean, cry about it if you're using that thing. But the problem lies in certain stands having moves that just will catch up to you, like, no matter what. Some things that come to mind, you have Maiden Heaven, you have Tusk, you have Star Platinum the World, and you have Sea Moon, just as a few examples. Star Platinum Stone Ocean, I don't have much of a problem with because you can parry the teleport move pretty easily. And if they do land it, it's kind of hard for them to extend off of it. They have to throw a spear at you or use some other move. But something with generally long range. And Sea Moon, their combos are kind of easy to weasel out of if they aren't just a super try-hard, so it doesn't normally come up. Tusk and Maiden Heaven, however, they're like really dumb right now. I'm not sure if Tusk has been nerfed yet, but the wormhole inhales come out way too fast since I checked. Like, they are basically instant. You have no time to block. And they stun for so long that it's basically guaranteed that you'll get a combo off of it. So you get knocked away, and guess what, baby? We're back! And then Main in Heaven, they have a funny little teleport behind you move, which you get knocked back, they get stunned. Yay! That's so cool, man. This stand is definitely not the most annoying version of this stand I've ever seen. No, this stand is fine. Don't worry about it. Something else that kind of grinds my gears about the game is some of the updates have been making the game a lot harder to get into as a new player. For those who don't know, as just an example, specs and stand powers are almost essential for getting good combos because they allow you to use an entirely different kit for combo extenders or for general moves. Sounds cool on paper, and then you realize you need 20k cash to obtain a spec. How do you obtain cash? You have to kill players. And these players, may I remind you, most of them likely already have a spec. Which means trying to fight them with only your stand puts you at a disadvantage against most players. And this is so bad that a lot of players will opt to team and kill steal rather than just fight people one-on-one. Like, I don't understand why it's locked behind getting kills. It doesn't make sense. Why do they cost 20k anyway? Like, okay, you only get around 500 to 600 cash for killing a player. So to put that into perspective, if you get lucky getting 600 cash like every single time, you have to kill at minimum 34 players to get a single spec. And if you're not lucky, you have to kill 40 players. It boggles my mind how they thought this was a good idea. At most, it should be like 6,000, maybe. Probably 5,000, but 6,000 is a little more reasonable if they're really going down that path. That's like 10 to 12 kills, you know? That's not that bad. You can do that without a spec. But just locking it behind kills is such a dumb idea. I don't get why they did that. So, what would I do to fix that? Simple. Just get rid of the cash requirement. It doesn't need to be there. If you still want to make them somewhat difficult to obtain, make a quest where you have to do like a certain amount of damage, so you show off your training, or just something like that. You don't have to make it freaking, oh, you gotta steal money from all these people. Like, it's dumb. If you still want it to be unlocked from cash, maybe have a method so you can earn cash by not killing people, because not everyone is good at PvP, and not everyone is gonna be, Uber Oni, I'ma kill you even though I don't have a spec. And I mean, outside of specs, there isn't really much use for cash, so there's no reason for the cash to really be there in the first place. So if you're gonna keep the cash, why not give it some kind of new use? Like, you could have an in-game shop that could sell certain items, so like maybe for a super high price you can instantly buy a lucky arrow, which is only like 1% from the Mr. Beast NPC, and that lucky arrow gives you a guaranteed shiny now, by the way, so that's cool. Or maybe you can make it so you could buy quest items that could evolve your stand, like giving you a green baby or a Dio diary if you chill out enough. Or maybe you could have specific items that could upgrade the tusk, or, you know, other items that would eventually be added for upgrading certain stands. And if you even want to get like super in depth with it, maybe throw in some non-progression items too, like maybe some cool cosmetic, because I know they were gonna add that eventually, or maybe some kind of customized aura. Either way, cash really needs to be used for something other than specs, or the requirement should be reduced heavily, because as of now, it makes no sense why it's this high. So, with all my gripes laid out, you may think I hate the game, but honestly, stand powers is such a breath of fresh air that these few things I just needed to get off my chest, because this game, I think it really deserves way more attention, but I want it to actually get padded out. I want it to feel good. I want it to be good for people getting into it. And I know the devs listen to criticism, so I just wanted to lay out a few things I noticed in a video format, see if they may possibly be addressed in a future update. And I really hope this game eventually gets some notoriety and breaks out of the traditional JoJo game shell, but for now, I think these issues are really holding the game back and should be resolved at some point. If you made it all the way to the end of my little rant, thank you. It means a lot to me that I entertained you for a little bit. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like the video so I can tell that you guys really liked it. And leave a comment if you'd like to see more, or even give me another Roblox game for me to review. That'd be cool. If you want to consider subscribing, I may do more content like this in the future. I have a goal of reaching 1,000 subs at some point. We're only about 300 away. You know, if you could help me nudge a little bit to that, that'd be pretty cool. You know, you don't have to, but it's right there. You may want to, you know. Okay, as always though, thank you for your support, even just for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful day or night, and I hope you continue being awesome.